To an ABC News exclusive, an interview with the woman behind an incredibly viral TikTok video series.
Tonight, TikTok.
Looking at the For You page of a teen's TikTok account.
Or TikTok.
TikTok influencers.
Posts on TikTok.
The app popping up on phones everywhere.
Increasing number of students turning to TikTok.
TikTok in the United States.
Again, we do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users.
I find that hard to believe.
TikTok. I'm sure everyone is aware of the prominence it has in our pop culture at this point. From its controversy in Congress involving its data collection, to its over-the-top dances and platforming of unique content and creators, it's hard to dispute the influence that TikTok has in our generation. TikTok's greatest asset being its rampant, extremely sensitive algorithm that curates each user's For You page. The For You page exists as a base homepage for all users that open the app. TikTok users can thrive without even following any accounts. The algorithm notes their time spent watching certain topics, the time spent reading comments, and their overall engagement to curate an algorithm that is perfectly tailored to that user's beliefs and viewpoints. Sounds great, right? Users are only seeing the information that they want to see, and the algorithm does all of the filtering for them. Well, on one hand, this is great, allowing users to not waste their time filtering through unnecessary posts they won't find engaging. On the other hand, though, this contributes to extreme polarization of beliefs, leading users to spiral down rabbit holes of extremist videos and spending infinite time scrolling down their For You page, as they are unlikely to be served with content that they dislike. Really quickly, I'd like to scroll through my own For You page and see what it looks like on an average scroll. As you can see here, I would say 2 out of the 15 videos here are related to movies, and I'll explain that in a second. Now, to demonstrate how sensitive this algorithm is, I just spent 10 minutes searching about the Oscars and 2 prominent movies, Barbie and Oppenheimer, that were recently discussed surrounding the award show. After just 10 minutes of simply watching these videos, that's not interacting in the comments or liking any of the videos themselves, the next time I opened the app, 5 out of my 15 scrolls were related to movies. Although this is a small and unserious result, it's a great display of how calculated the For You page it really is. What I'd like to talk about today would be the dangers of this algorithm and how the rampant polarization can lead to extremist political views being forced on young, impressionable individuals, and how this could have a severe effect on our generation. In Microsoft researcher Danah Boyd's Keynote address at South by Southwest, she explains the state of political discourse in our society and explains the reasoning behind polarization and only agreeing with our own tight circle.
We live in a polarized society, and I worried about how people are judging each other based on not understanding or respecting where each other comes from.
Boyd perfectly describes here how echo chambers work. People don't care to understand where each other are coming from and immediately disregard opposing viewpoints, especially when it's so easy to be spoon-fed content that one agrees with. But how do we solve this? In David Glenn's Divided Attention, Glenn discusses how constant connectivity has significantly depreciated the quality of attention afforded to important tasks by the younger generation of adolescents. We seem to be at a point where users have to take it upon themselves to consciously avoid these echo chamber traps. Sue Lim and Peter Bentley conducted a study to see just how true this phenomenon of attitude amplification is on social media. In their findings, they note, their social opinion amplification model illustrates that when individuals amplify their opinion, extreme polarization occurs, and when the proportion of amplifiers are higher, extreme polarization occurs quicker and at a bigger magnitude. These results were calculated through statistics generated through a very careful study analyzing the spread of content and interactions on certain social medias, TikTok being one of the 3 studied. It should now be clear the problems that are arising with TikTok's algorithm. In the face of an upcoming election, people who begin with moderate views will be continuously suggested videos aligned with their perspectives, slowly tunneling them into more extremist views as they are shielded from opposing viewpoints. In light of research suggesting the polarization created through echo chambers and algorithms, another study was conducted to test how to fight these practices. It was found that those who routinely expose themselves to opposing perspectives and content from diverse backgrounds were 50% less likely to fall victim to misinformation spread by extremist groups online. Due to the rapid advancement of technology and algorithms, it's clear that it is now up to the choice of the user to not be trapped by these echo chambers. I urge all users to participate in online searching that combats your current viewpoint. Don't scroll past videos you immediately disagree with, hear other opinions out, and don't immediately block or resist to follow someone just because they hold a different viewpoint than you. This is not to say you have to believe everything you come across. However, it allows for more educated formation of opinion and a less likely consumption and spreading of misinformation. As politicized content continues to ramp up in the coming months, please take my words into consideration. It is now on you and each individual person to choose to control their algorithm or be controlled by it. Think about that and ask yourself, which situation would you prefer? Thank you for watching.